Hello, my name is Giovanni Wright, and I wanted to share a little bit more about my story and my life with you guys so you could get a better understanding of what things are like with me. And I also want to keep things as transparent and as honest as possible. So 2022 was the year that I got sick. I got sick with a rare esophagus related disorder. It's actually a couple of them, one of them being achalasia, the other being ineffective esophageal motility. In combination, in unison, both of these things basically prevents my esophagus from being able to contract normally like a normal person's would. So I basically can't have anything solid at all. I have to live on a full liquid diet, and because of this, it's brought on a lot of like weight loss issues, as well as like issues with my stomach, which is another health issue that I have. I have severe abdominal pains that I have to deal with on a 24/7 constant basis, and they never go away, regardless of what medication I take, regardless of what I do. And it's been like this for a couple of years now. During the time that this happened, things in life were going great for me. I was doing really good in school. I was hanging around the people that I loved. I was spending more time with my mom and my sisters. I think life was good, and it looked like things were looking very prosperous. Believe it or not, the thing that kickstarted all of this was me choking on an apple. Yeah, me choking on an apple made things so severely bad for me. Not just for my esophagus, but also for my throat. Um, it messed up my throat muscles and gave me something called a cricopharyngeus muscle dysfunction, which is like there's this think of this little like passageway right up at the top of your esophagus, and whenever you eat or drink things, this passageway opens up to give way to whatever it is that you're consuming. So imagine that this passageway doesn't work properly at all. In fact, it's so bad that it often feels like I have a bone stuck in my throat all the time. And it makes swallowing, even when it's just like let's say I'm swallowing my saliva as normally, it is extremely painful and uncomfortable. Because of this, I've had to see a plethora of doctors. I mean, I think I've seen doctors from every single specialty, except for endocrinology. But I've seen a rheumatologist, cardiologist, pulmonologist, gastroenterologist, internal medicine. I've seen it all. And at this point, it's gotten to the point where my family and I have spent so much money on medical bills that it's really, I don't have anything left over to do something as simple as like pay my own bills, cover medical bills, or even go to college again. I actually had to stop going to college altogether when I only had 2 semesters left because of all the things that happened with my health. And because of that, I ended up losing my scholarship, and I ended up going into extreme debt because of it, um, which kind of led to where I am now. I thought that I would be able to land back on my feet again, so I could take care of myself, because it's so awful expecting others to take care of me and to shoulder my burdens with them. It feels wrong, but I have no other way to help myself. And that's why I come here today to ask you to contribute as much as you can to help me get my life back on track. A lot of things are uncertain with me right now, but all I've ever wanted was to live a normal and prosperous life. I wanted to go to school and do great things and become successful so I could take care of my parents, because they've taken the time over the years to really mold me into the person that I am, and they've been here through thick and thin, and I want to give them something to be proud of, and I want to give my friends something to be proud of as well, because I feel like ever since I got sick, it's just been a constant downhill for for me, not only in terms of my health, but also in terms of my personality and how I feel on a regular basis. I went from being this like happy-go-lucky, optimistic person who was like vibrant and energetic all the time, and now I just feel really dark, and I feel like I'm not myself, and I'm not happy. I'm extremely uncomfortable. I mean, of course I am. I deal with chronic pain on a regular basis, and how it was before I got sick, I think about those two people all the time. The person that I was before I got sick and the person I am now. And if I only knew that all that time that I spent, like being at the top of my game and enjoying life to the best of my abilities, if only I knew what would happen in the later years, then I would have tried to at least prepare myself more. But how exactly do you prepare yourself for anything like this? So, things are extremely stressful at the moment, and I don't know how I'm going to survive at all. I'm concerned about the finances, the medical bills, but I'm also really concerned about my health because I don't know how certain my future is with all the health issues that I'm dealing with. Um, and all the time, I'm so scared for not just for myself, but for my family, for my friends, and how much I mean to them. And I just don't want to put anybody else through the hurt that I'm going through regularly, especially not the people that I love. So I would really appreciate any help that you guys can spare in helping me put everything back together again, because I just want to be happy, and I want to be honorable and good and worth something. I've felt so worthless the past couple of years, and I need help in putting all the pieces back together again, and I would really appreciate it if you could help me in any way that you can. Thank you so much for listening.